What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Heel Turn podcast. And remember, when you are heel turn for life. My name is Seth, one of the co-hosts, and joining me is none other than I believe in JC. I believe in JC. From London to Paris to Tokyo to Mexico and Scotland. I believe in Jantor.
Need to learn the words, man.
Yeah, whatever. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Another day in paradise.
I heard that. I heard that. So really hasn't been much for us to discuss lately.
It's been
Because there
quiet.
really hasn't there hasn't been anything major. It's been a little on the quiet side. But however, this weekend we have the summer Super Bowl of wrestling, as I like to call it, SummerSlam. And there's a lot of interesting and intriguing things that could possibly happen. So we decided to do one of our famous prediction shows where the past two prediction shows, I am now 2, and Jan is the big goose egg, 0.
I need to finish
The
the story.
So
Anyone else?
will I
Anyone
go
else
for?
doing that? I'm finishing the story. Anyone else? Anyone else doing that?
So, well, it depends if I go for the hat trick or will Jan get one in the W column. So, again, a lot of intriguing things, a lot of intriguing matchups, possibilities of things happening, run-ins, all that other good stuff. So we're gonna run down piece by piece, and we're gonna break it down and see what we come up with. So let's just dive right into it. Um, Women's Championship, Bailey versus Nia. I I feel that this is an intriguing matchup only because of the looming possibility of always getting the cash in happening. Um, I'm gonna say this: Naya's gonna beat Bailey, but I don't think Tiffany is gonna cash in. I think it's still a little too early for her to cash in. Um, I believe she will help Naya beat Bailey, but I don't think she will cash in just yet, and I think it's still too soon. So I'm gonna go with Naya. Um, where your thoughts on this?
I agree with you to the point that it's too early for Tiffany to cash in. So I don't think she cashes in. Um, at least not successfully. I'm gonna go with. I also think it's too early for Bailey to drop the belt that she just won. Um, so I'm gonna go with Bailey with an attempted cash in from Tiffany, but I think that Nia Jackson, her rage and her broken hull, beats the shit out of Tiffany before she's able to cash in.
Okay, I mean, again, it's always a 50-50 crapshoot. You know, we again, and that's the one great thing we've always said about Triple H. Triple H always keeps us on our toes and keeps us guessing. I don't feel that it's too early for Bailey, only because I just don't feel like Bailey's done anything relevant since
Yeah, and
she's
that's why I'm
won it.
hoping she keeps it, because she hasn't had anything relevant. And we've had Nia as champion before, and it's just the snooze fest.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and then
well,
again, just like, and this is no diss to Nia, but just like Strowman and Kane, Undertaker, the big people, right? The powerhouses,
yeah.
they're much more fun chasing the belt because once they have it, they're like an unstoppable force. They're monsters. It's hard to take that belt off them. So I just think Nia's one of those permanent. I'm chasing the belt people. She has had the championship before, and she will have it again in the future. But I don't think it's gonna be against a star like Bailey.
Okay. All right. Well, fair, valid point. Valid
All my
point.
points are valid.
I just think that she's done a good job up to this point, Naya, and I feel that this is their way of them rewarding her for her hard work, is letting her take this. I mean, they could do the whole angle where maybe Tiffany is just using her and maybe Tiffany cashes in at SummerSlam. You know, like she does like a triple threat. She does like a triple threat match and pins somebody real fast. But again, I still feel it's too early for her because she really hasn't put in the time. And I don't, since she's technically the only one who walked out of Money in the Bank with the briefcase, you don't want to waste it and have her not be able to capitalize on the cash.
And you don't want to do it so
we
early.
already
Money in the Bank
was
Money in the Bank was last month. You know,
yeah.
If you get rid of that, Priest already cashed in his, so now that's it. The Money in the Bank is done.
Well,
until
it's not
next
even
year.
the fact that it's not even the fact. No, it's Drew cashed his in. And,
I mean,
and
Drew. I'm sorry, not Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Drew
cashed his in, and yes, granted that happened to prolong the story with CM Punk and Drew, but it was a waste. So we can't get another wasted Money in the Bank case.
Yeah. I think Tiffany holds this one for a little bit longer, not all the way to the end, like Damian Priest did. But I think she holds it a little longer. Even though SummerSlam would be a great time to cash it in, the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. But I don't see it happening. I think Bayley retains. But either way, if Nia wins, I'm good with it. Right. So, but I just think Bayley retains.
All right, so you're going with Bayley. I'm going with Nia. So just for clear-cut reference, so if we have to watch this back like we did the last time to figure out what happened, we have definitive answers. Then I'm going to roll into the other women's world championship match where we get Rhea versus Liv. Now, this is very intriguing. It can go multiple ways. They can easily just let Rhea win it back and Liv was really just a placeholder, or they can really prolong the story, which is always what we
know how Triple H loves stories.
Yep. Is prolonging the story.
The wrestling fans love stories.
Right. So
especially one with two hot mommies like that. Like, come on.
So here's my
as long as you want.
So here's my thought, right? Monday night, Liv trashed the clubhouse. Okay. She gave this whole promo about how, she's going to complete the revenge tour, Liv Morgan revenge tour, blah, 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 all that other stuff. The writing is on the wall. If you, from a predictability factor, right? So what I'm suggesting is that Liv is going to retain, and Dominic, we're going to get that Dominic turn on Rhea to help Liv retain. Just because that's what happened. Now, keep in mind, when Eddie Guerrero had the whole thing going with China and they wound up turning on each other and they actually had a match. So long-term storytelling and recycling stuff from the past that's worked, just updating it to the newer time.
You have Eddie Guerrero's son versus China 2.0 for the Intercontinental title.
Do you think out of the outcome from this, we would get a Rhea versus Dom match?
I would hope so. I mean, that'd be a fun match to watch. I'd definitely watch it. It's intriguing. It's interesting. Because of, the ties and the fact that, Dominic is Eddie Guerrero's illegitimate son. I mean, you play into it, right?
I know it's spitting image though. It looks he looks,
like the mullet, the mustache.
Everything.
He's a foot and a half taller than Ray. You know, he does the Three Amigos, the little shimmy.
Yeah, the frog splash. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's long term storytelling at its finest. I think I said this before. I'll say it again. Dom has come one hell of a long way, and has cemented himself as a really good damn heel. His wrestling ability isn't all the way there yet, but it's because he continues trying to wrestle like a luchador when he's 6'3",
Yeah,
240 pounds.
He's not built like a
He's not built like a
luchador.
luchador. But then again,
Yeah.
if Luchasaurus can do it, whatever.
Yeah. Point noted.
I just think that on the mic he's good. People love to hate him. I don't know, man. I've become a fan. I've become a fan of Dom Mysterio, of Dom. Coming back to the match, I think there is no way in hell Liv beats Rhea clean.
Right.
So
but is it like her doing something? But like, do you feel like it's going to be her doing something, or do you think Dom's going to get in on the act?
So here's my take. Right. This is I'm gonna say, like, if I was booking this match,
okay,
right, I would have Liv win with interference, and Dom not be responsible for it until months later. Rhea's facing Liv again, and Liv wins again the rubber match, the third match. Boom, because they've had matches in the past. Another match, and then it's revealed that the entire time, everything bad that has happened to Rhea has been Dom's planning.
Interesting. So
from the injury, from Liv attacking Rhea after, when before she relinquished the title, Dom was the one that told her where she was at. If they're not gonna go the Finn angle, then go the Dom angle, and then this was all Dom's plan from the get-go. Or then you just have that Dom actually did fall for Liv, and then he helped her indirectly. Yeah. He did help. He does help her win, but indirectly, like, he causes the finish, but without anyone knowing it was him, right?
So,
and then it just from between now and the rematch between Rhea and Liv, shit just starts happening to Rhea, and then nobody knows why, and it's because Dom and Liv have been causing it the entire time.
So I like the thought process, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a spin on it, right?
Okay.
So I don't want what I don't want is the instant gratification of Dom immediately.
I don't want it to happen.
You want the
because
slow
you're gonna end that story. You're gonna end that story.
Yeah.
That's one of the hottest stories in wrestling right now.
You want the slow build. So what I'm thinking is, so what I'm thinking is that Dom does get involved in the match, but to the point maybe like he accidentally bumps into Rhea, and then it's the whole thing of him, the whole process of him trying to make it up to her, just kind of like Eddie was trying to always make it up to China. You have that slow build, and then finally you get the pay. Finally, the payoff, like, it was me. It was
exactly.
me.
You get one of those reveals, and then you have a payoff at WrestleMania. Liv and Dom 2-on-1 match versus Rhea, where Rhea just dominates both of them, just straight up Dom's both of them, and wins her title back at the house at the show.
I don't think they could drag that. I don't think they could drag that out that long.
It's only 6 months.
I don't know. Man. That's a long time to drag something like that.
You have Rhea continue chasing Liv, but every time something bad happens, I'm gonna win. Put me in this match, this qualifier match, but she loses the qualifier match for some reason. And I'm gonna compete in this, but then the general manager doesn't let her for whatever reason. And then the entire time it's Dom plotting behind her back. Not even Liv knows. It's just Dom plotting behind her back, protecting Liv the entire time. And at the end, you get the payoff where they discover it's Dom. And then Rhea's so pissed off that she challenges both of them to a 2-on-1 handicap match for the women's world title at WrestleMania, or whatever pay-per-view. If you don't want to go all the way to WrestleMania, I can extend it to WrestleMania. But and you have it, and you get a big payoff where Mommy dominates fucking both of them and takes her title back.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's safe to say that we're both in agreement that Liv retains.
Yeah, I don't.
So
the smart money will be Liv retaining and continuing the story moving forward.
Right. So we're both in agreement on that.
I wanted to find a way to
Sammy's-
disagree with you. Pause. I want to find a way to disagree with you so I can disagree with you on every single fucking match. not like other pay-per-views where it's like one or two deciding factors, but
Yeah.
smart money is on Liv winning this match.
Oh, absolutely. If they really want to just keep the storyline going, then yeah. Liv's got to retain. I mean, it's common sense. I mean, it's not, but yeah, I mean, again, I can't see them just instantly throwing it back on Rhea, and that's
exactly
that.
That'll put Liv as a placeholder, and Liv has been doing damn good with that belt.
Yeah, she's had good matches. She's had good matches,
yeah.
and she's done her part. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't see them punishing her and taking the belt away like that.
Okay, all right. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. If
Braun needs to fucking win already.
Breaker, yeah. If I think we're both in agreement on this, if Braun Breaker does not win this, send his ass back to NXT. Send his ass back to
dominating.
NXT.
He went back to NXT belt and then dominated there.
What's the point?
Even Goldberg is kissing Braun Breaker's ass already.
He should have beat him at Clash of the Castle, or what was the that wasn't the last pay-per-view. Money in the Bank. Should have beat him at Money in the Bank, and that should have been the end of it.
But all right, you want to make it a bigger spectacle. You want to bring it to SummerSlam, the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, the summer Super Bowl for wrestling. Fine, put him over already.
Yeah.
He needs to win.
And it just can't be a bullshit win.
He has to dominate the shit out of Sami Zayn. He has to Goldberg Sami Zayn. He has to Goldberg Sami Zayn.
He needs to have like a Goldberg Brock Lesnar 86-second match.
86 seconds just destroyed like from the get-go, just spear him, like do the run and spear him, and then just constantly just power bomb him and just destroy him. It has to be a slam fest. It has to be. It has to be. You have to establish him as a monster. Braun Breaker needs to finish his story. Okay? Other than that, send that man back to NXT, where apparently Shawn Michaels knows what to do with the guy.
Right.
Because Triple H just dropped the ball with him so far. So I'm not saying it's permanent. I'm saying so far, I get it. You want to keep Sami Zayn strong because he beat Gunther. He just ended Gunther's 666-day reign.
Right.
I get it. But Braun Breaker is not just any up and comer. That guy is the guy who positioned to be the next Goldberg, next Brock Lesnar, next big thing Brock Lesnar. Not 37 German suplexes Brock Lesnar.
So here's the setup. Here's the setup too. You ready for this? As much as I hate to say this, and I obviously Sammy's going to drop the belt to Braun. Now you know what's going to happen next, right? Because the writing's already on the wall. We've already seen it the past two Monday Night Raws. We're gonna get Jey Uso and Sami Zayn in a tag team, and they're gonna wind up winning the tag belts.
I hope that doesn't happen.
We've already seen the writing the writing on the wall.
I know.
And it's bullshit because Jay deserved, and it's not so much Sammy that I get mad for. I get mad for Jay because Jay deserves so much more than that.
Yeah, Jay deserved a singles run at least the United States Championship. Jay should have beaten Logan Paul. I would have been okay.
Well,
I would have been okay with that. It's going to be LA Knight, but I would have
beaten. No, Jay should have beaten Gunther for the Intercontinental belt. Jay should have beat Gunther. Jay should have been the one to end the streak.
Negative. Chad Gable should have been the one to end that streak. Let's be real here. They fucked. They fucked Chad Gable with that one. They fucked him. They no lube all the way in there, and they tickled the taint a little bit. They fucked him with that one. Chad Gable took Gunther to the money and back twice, not just once, twice. Nah, should have been Chad.
All right,
it should have been Chad.
We're both in agreement. Braun Breaker. Are you gonna lose your shit if Braun doesn't win,
dude? Just be happy.
Like, are you just gonna get up from the TV? Are you just gonna get up from the TV?
I'm probably gonna turn it off. I'm probably gonna turn it off and go play Red Dead Redemption or something. If Braun does not win, I'm done with that whole pay-per-view at that point. So hopefully it's the first match. so I don't have to waste my time. So I don't have to enjoy the build up to get there and just be, when something gets built up and you're building up and then it just disappoints you at the end. Hopefully, it just disappoints you at the beginning, so I don't have to worry about it.
Of course. All right.
Of course.
Logan Paul, LA Knight. This is definitely going to be LA Knight's time. If you do not give this man a title already, then what purpose is he serving?
Dummy.
What purpose is he serving?
Dummy.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah. What purpose is he serving?
Yeah.
First of all, Logan Paul has only defended the title twice.
And he's also break Dean Ambrose's record.
Yeah.
Not that Dean Ambrose defended that shit. Dean Ambrose defended it probably like 4 times in that title room with the Shield. But
this is getting at
it's not doing anything for the belt. If anything, it's losing the belt's losing prestige again.
So here's the thing. Non-storytelling right now. I believe Logan Paul's girlfriend, fiance, is almost about ready to pop.
Is it his? I had to ask the question.
Are you the father?
Not me. I wouldn't put my dick in that thing.
The results are in, and you are not the father.
I wouldn't put my dick in her.
So
the rumor is too many people already have.
So
it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. If I may quote Triple H, even a 747 looks small when you're flying it into the Grand Canyon.
Long-term storytelling.
Baby. God, Triple H. Those 90s roasts were fucking fire.
I know. So the girlfriend's about ready to have the baby, so I'm sure this makes perfect time to write him off of TV and out of the story so he can go be a dad and
the perfect time was when he faced Randy.
What?
The perfect time was when he faced Randy.
What? Oh, I got you.
That was the perfect time. That RKO, boom, you get hook it, boom, 1, 2, 3, it's over. And Randy,
but they're saving. Yeah, but they're as well as I do. They're saving Randy for the heel turn on Cody.
Yeah, and honestly, Randy as United States champ, I get it. It would have been nice to see the payoff, but where does Randy go from there?
Yeah.
Randy is above the United States belt. Unless he's been doing open championships the way Cena did, which I don't see Randy doing because the heel turn has to come for Cody. So,
Yeah, this is I mean, again, this is a no-brainer. LA Knight needs to win. They need to give LA Knight a title run already. Let him have his thing. And who knows, they can, and if they continue on the whole bloodline thing, maybe he get into a storyline where, maybe he's taking on Jacob Fatu and they have like a little bit of a series together. And, who knows who the challengers could be. The challengers for LA Knight could be endless at this point. But yeah, LA Knight definitely needs to win this. If they don't give him this, then
Chad Gable.
Yeah, but they're on Raw. Remember, Chad Gable's on Raw, not on SmackDown.
I don't give a fuck.
So,
listen, United States champion should be an All-American hero.
We're both. So
we're in agreement.
We're both in agreement. Yeah. LA Knight.
All
right. The last 3 matches are where things get very complicated, and
because these weren't complicated enough already.
Exactly. So we're gonna go CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, referee Seth freaking Rollins. I think
that match ends in a draw.
So that's one of my. That was one of. I
think that match ends in a draw because Seth Rollins hates them both.
Listen, that was one of my thoughts that could possibly happen.
Wait, you can fathom a world where CM Punk loses?
Oh, I mean, if it helps benefit the storyline to continue the arc with everything. Now, here's the thing: the
this
only way
pay off for WrestleMania.
So, this is where I'm getting into. So, CM Punk is going to win this match. I'm calling CM Punk is going to win this match. It's his first match in almost 7 months. They're not going to have him lose to Drew. That's just the way it is. Now, the way he wins, You know, now if this was a championship match, I can totally see Seth Rollins helping CM Punk so Seth can get the shot at CM Punk, but there's no title involved. So I don't see that happening. So I don't, maybe this can lead into a Drew and Seth Rollins program after this, and Punk can move on to other stuff. But like, this needs to be the final thing between him and Drew for right now. It's been building for months already, and this is like the final thing now. Again, if there was a title involved, if this was a title involved, my mind would be running all over the place right now. But it's so hard to predict what's going to happen, because do you think Punk would take one for the team and put Drew over, or do you think that the key? It's, again, this is so confusing to think about what's going to happen.
All right. Let me tell you why you're wrong. Because you are wrong. Even though opinions can't be wrong, yours is wrong, and let me explain to you why. Not that you're wrong. You're seeing it in the right light, but you're not going far enough with your thought process. So we have to think about this match, all the components of this match, and the outcomes, right? The CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud is not going to end with one match. It's not. This is a minimum 3-match feud. First match, second match, rubber match. Okay. Here we go with this. The reason Seth Rollins was added as special guest referee was for him to be the scapegoat for this feud to continue. If they wanted this feud to end at SummerSlam, it would have been Punk versus Drew, and that's it. Winner takes all. The fact that they added Seth Rollins to this match as special guest referee was so he could be the catalyst and the scapegoat for this feud to continue. This match is going to end in one of two ways. Seth Rollins causes a draw. Somebody puts their hands on Seth Rollins and he attacks them, and then
60-minute time, the 60-minute time limit has elapsed.
Yeah, no. The hothead Drew is gonna get in Seth's face, and Seth is gonna see some smart shit, and Drew's gonna put hands on him.
Don't put your hands on me. I'm the referee.
Yeah, some shit like some Shawn Michaels shit with a referee shirt. Yeah. And Drew's gonna get pissed, hit Seth. Seth's gonna hit him back. CM Punk's gonna be pissed that they cost him the match. Seth's gonna put CM Punk down too. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna drop them both, and he's gonna rip off the shirt, throw it, and walk out of the ring, and the match is gonna end in a draw. That's how that match ends. Why? Because you set up for the future. You get a Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins promo feud, and then you get a Seth Rollins CM Punk feud. And then they battle each other. They keep costing each other matches for the next few months until WrestleMania. And maybe not WrestleMania, but you get a triple threat: CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and somehow you throw a heavyweight belt in there because it's gonna happen. And boom.
So I like I like that last tidbit of leading it to a triple threat match.
Yes.
Now when Seth does fight CM Punk, I feel that match has to have a title.
Yeah,
because that match is too big not to have
in one way, shape, or form. One of them has to have the title. Is gonna get the belt back. That's why I said, and that's why it's gonna happen. Remember, CM Punk could feud with Seth Rollins, or Seth Rollins could feud with Drew, and in one of those, the other can be getting,
right. One
of them can get the title back, and then you can consider them facing for the title. But if it's Seth versus CM Punk, Drew costs them the match. If it's Seth versus Drew, CM Punk costs the match. Until WrestleMania, you have a triple threat for the title, winner takes all, and you end all 3 feuds in one shot.
Okay.
And that is long-term storytelling. Bitch. Do you like that? Huh? Captain Compost? That's how it's done. Triple H, my information is down in below.
All right, so
like, follow,
all right.
subscribe, motherfuckers.
So
that's why they call me
you
the
think
hype.
Drew? Okay, so say this is a series of 3 matches, right? Say this is the first of 3. Who this being the first one? Who takes the first one?
Who takes the first one? If this is the first of 3, I think CM Punk takes this one.
Okay, so CM Punk. So you've got CM Punk slated to beat Drew at SummerSlam.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not a draw, and this is the one where I'll throw the mulligan. If it's a draw, this won't count for either of us.
So,
but if it's not a draw, if there's a clear-cut winner, I think CM Punk takes this one.
So here's the thing. Next month's pay-per-view is Bad Blood.
What better way for Drew to get his win back?
So what better way to have like a no disqualification street fight, no holds barred,
something nasty.
So
where Drew re-injures CM Punk or some shit like that.
Wow, we don't want that.
No, but I mean, that's why I said the quotations. Like story-wise, he re-injures him. Yeah. Boom, and then that's how he gets his win. And then CM Punk gets pissed and comes back even better. Not a permanent injury, but like one of those like, oh, I'm out for like a week. I can't come. Yeah. I won't show up on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Okay. Something like that. Something that pisses Punk off so they can get their rubber match.
And then you go after that, you go into October. I don't think they have a pay-per-view in October. I can't recall, because then it goes right into Survivor Series. So Survivor Series, do you have?
Wait, no, Survivor Series before Survivor Series is September. I think Bad Blood is the October pay-per-view.
No, Survivor Series is in November. Survivor Series is always November.
Are you sure?
100%.
For some reason, I've always thought it's a September pay-per-view. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
WWE list of PLE 2024. Okay, here we go. List of things. Okay, so we got that. We already did that. We already did WrestleMania. Okay, we already did Money in the Bank. All right, so we got. Oh, okay. So hold on a second. So we get SummerSlam.
This
weekend, and then we got the Bash in Berlin at the end of August.
I hate those European pay-per-views. I forget them all the time. But Bash in Berlin.
No Mercy.
That's definitely where Drew gets his win. Bash in Berlin.
Hold on to that. No Mercy is September 1st, but that's NXT. NXT. So there's no pay-per-view. There's no PLE in September.
No. Okay.
Okay. October 5th is Bad Blood.
Okay.
And then Crown Jewel is November 2nd. And then Survivor Series right now they have unconfirmed but assumed in November.
Okay. All right. So
and then there's nothing in December, and then we go into the Royal and then we go into the Royal Rumble.
I can work with that. So SummerSlam, Punk wins. Bash in Berlin, Drew gets his W back. So they're 1-1. Punk doesn't go to Saudi.
And then they go to Bad. Yeah, they go to Bad Blood. They do Bad. No, so they do Bash in Berlin. Then they go to Bad. Then they go to Bad Blood.
They go to Bad Blood.
And Bad Blood is where they have like a street fight brawl. No disqualification
to end
everything.
Yeah.
So I think Punk will walk away with the W for that.
I think.
And
so.
then
I think Punk W's the feud.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, and then they'll roll into one, either Seth or Punk trying to get the belt.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So we're both.
Which actually this whole time, while Punk and Drew are feuding, Seth could be trying to go after his belt again.
Right. All right. So we're both in agreement that Punk takes the W at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only thing that makes sense story wise. That or the draw.
So next we got Damian Priest versus Gunther. To me, clear cut, dry. I know who the winner's going to be because they're going to build the story. So Damian Priest retains, and then Gunther beats him at Bash in Berlin, and Gunther beats him in front of hometown.
100%.
I feel that's the setup. I feel that makes the most sense. 100%. Have him but now here's
they've been making it look like Gunther's gonna beat him at SummerSlam. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Drew wins SummerSlam.
Here's again, and here's always the unknown, undecided factor. If Dom turns on Rhea, do you think we're gonna get like a Judgment Day implosion, and then we're gonna get the Finn turning on Damian, and the whole Judgment Day implodes?
I think that happens at Bash.
Huh?
I think that happens at Bash. I think you've already split the seeds and you get it processed. But I think at Bash of Berlin, Finn turns on Priest and costs him the match. Because
and you think
we already
at
SummerSlam
the whole implosion.
Yeah, I think at SummerSlam, we cement that Damian Priest can beat Gunther.
Yeah.
So at Bash in Berlin, Damian already has one on Gunther. With Judgment Day imploding and Finn turning on Damian Priest, that causes Gunther to take the W.
Okay.
I think that's how that goes down.
But I
Finn
think
Finn comes out to help Damian, and Damian screams, "I don't need you! I told you, and Finn just has had enough and turns on him, snaps, brings him down, and Gunther wins the match.
Right. Okay.
And then you set up the feud of Damian and Finn Balor and the whole Judgment Day implosion.
But again, this is something that can go either way.
You have a great Survivor Series match for Judgment
absolutely.
Day.
So this can go either way. This can go either way, though. So
especially if Jey Uso and Damian and Sammy win the belts, from the Judgment Day, then you can have on one side you have Dom, Finn, and Rhea, and the other side you have the Crimson Chin, Damian Priest. I mean, you get Dominic Mysterio, Liv, and Finn Balor, and on the other side you have the Crimson Chin, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
A 6-man mixed tag team match at Survivor Series, since Survivor Series is so big on tag matches.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're not doing the Raw versus SmackDown thing anymore.
Yeah,
that's why you have to take the belts off the tag team champs to get that to happen.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, again, Triple H always leaves us guessing. There's no, ever since he's took over, no one's ever walked out of anything saying definitively this is what's gonna.
Yeah,
this is
and if you did, you're full of shit.
Exactly.
If you did, you're full of shit. It's because your opinion was the right one. Because I can justify. Look, the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match. You and I came up with 7 different endings.
Yeah,
7 different endings.
Yeah.
And we're not even trying yet. We could sit down and dissect this match and have a bunch of different endings.
Exactly. Exactly. But I feel Damian's gonna. I think Damian's gonna retain, obviously, and this will put Damian on that next level type
where he deserves, because he's done a hell of a job with that belt.
Exactly.
You've known from the beginning. I've always been a Damian Priest fan ever since his NXT days when he was North American champ. I'm a huge fan of Damian Priest. Yeah, the Archer of Infamy. First of all, I love archery. Second of all, he's Latino, which I will always keep that close to my heart, because you rarely see Latinos.
Oh, of course.
Of course, especially in wrestling. Unless it's lucha. But for him to have come a guy that was homeless to come to where he's at now, he's an inspiration. Right. He's one of my favorites. Absolutely. I love Damian Priest, and I think he deserves to hold on to the belt, to win at SummerSlam, hold on to the belt. And if he drops it to Gunther at Bash of Berlin, fine. But I think he's done a great job as champion, and he deserves to hold that belt.
Absolutely, 100% agree, hands down. All right, so we're both in agreement. Damian.
Okay.
now this is where things get very, very tricky / interesting / so many endings. We get Cody versus Solo. So speculation, the return
This
of
match
Roman Reigns.
This match is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah. So the return of Roman Reigns.
They're
Speculation.
gonna a WrestleMania moment where a bloodline member comes in, the lights turn off, a Brock Lesnar comes out, another bloodline member comes in, lights out, Roman comes back, another lights out, Undertaker comes back, Goldberg comes back. I don't know. It's gonna be another WrestleMania match. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, so here's the thing.
I love the bloodline story, bro.
As
you guys
so Roman, so there's been talks of Roman making his return. There's also been reports that The Rock finished filming whatever movie he's been working on.
The Smashing Machine.
So now again, are we going to
get the final boss?
Are we slowly going to start getting the build for Rock and Roman now, where Roman obviously is going to come back now, and Roman is definitely going to be face.
You got to get Rock and Cody first.
Yeah.
Remember, The Rock said, "When I come back, I'm coming for that belt." It's a Rock and Cody, bro.
So
Roman's going to have his hands full with Solo and the rest of the bloodline.
So here's the thing. I feel like since Cody won, Cody really hasn't done anything significant. Now, he's had good matches.
Oh, matches, that man can't have a bad match.
Not discrediting that.
His story, after he finished his story, the new story has been kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it's kind of fallen a little flat.
He needs to go.
So, yeah, he needs to go full Homelander.
He needs to go full Homelander. Like he did in AEW. We just went heel. Yeah. He became the American Nightmare. I need the American Nightmare Cody.
He never was really
before AEW. Sorry.
Yeah.
When he became the American Nightmare, like we need that Cody back. I need him in his. Is it the way? Only thing I was saying in an interview, the way he presents himself, the way he carries the belt, the suits that this man.
It's very heel.
Oozes nature boy. That the heel persona that those guys had back in the 80s. He has that down. So I don't know. I personally think Cody would make a great heel, especially now after winning the story. He can 180 all of that.
Well, here's the thing with that. They screwed the whole thing with not making John Cena heel. I think they've learned from that lesson, and I think we will get the heel Cody at some point.
Which
I just
crazy
don't know exactly when.
One of the best eras of Hogan was the black and white Hollywood Hogan. That heel turn, it's still the heel turn for life. It's still the heel turn. Yeah. Our podcast named after that shit. Yeah. It's still the greatest heel turn of all time. If Cena would have done something similar and joined the Nexus and been the leader of Nexus, if he when he beat Wade Barrett, if he would have just joined and led Nexus or something like that, a heel turn from Cena would have changed the landscape of WWE in that era.
Absolutely. So again, this is very tricky. There's so many unknown variables. There could be so many different run-ins. I wouldn't say I don't think it's too soon to take the title off of Cody.
I don't think it's too soon. I don't think Solo's the right guy. Solo has been on a losing streak. That man's lost 76 matches since he beat John Cena. He's had 80 matches. He's lost 76 of them. He's not the guy to take the ball off Cody. And I'm a Solo fan.
Yeah.
But I like him better in NXT. I don't like this Tribal Chief Solo. It does not work.
So here's the
Ty Solo doesn't work for me.
Okay. So Cody retains, right? Cody retains. But here's the thing. Are we going to get it to where
this is the moment we need a fucking cash in?
Yeah. Is this where we get where The Rock comes out to help Solo and The Rock aligns himself with the quote unquote new bloodline, and then Roman comes back, and then him and The Rock kind of go face to face for a moment, and they're like, "What are you?" You know, and Roman's like, "What are you doing?" You know, and you know they kind of have that whole quick exchange, and then
this will play
Roman,
well.
yeah,
This will play well if you do that. But The Rock looks at Roman and like what
you're
Solo
out.
had said. No,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
looks at
you're out.
Roman and says, "Losing has consequences," and then he looks at Roman and says, "You don't matter anymore. He's the champ." And The Rock like basically turns his back on Roman and tells Cody, "I want you." Basically, like, fuck you, Roman. Like you've been you're at the back of the line now. So now Roman has to eat up and destroy the entire new bloodline to get back up to The Rock. He has to climb that ladder again. Because then you can have Cody versus The Rock, boom, for the title, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you get Rock and Roman for the whatever that thing is.
So again, this is
Because you know
where
he's gonna take it off of Solo when he gets back. He's like, "This is mine,
so
thank you."
we're totally not. We haven't even touched. You know, got to the tip of the iceberg yet.
This story is so good.
So
fuck.
So here's the thing.
And there's still a bunch of Samoans we still got to bring up.
That's what I'm saying. So the Tongas come out. Jacob Fatu comes out. Jimmy's been medically cleared. He's ready to come back.
Jey Uso's ready. Jey Uso's there.
Jay, who's to say that the actually, you know what? I have to throw this out. I have to throw this out there. The Tongas, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa standing in the middle of a match, towards the end of the match, are standing over a broken Cody Rhodes while the match is still going on. All of a sudden, Jimmy's music hits. He walks up to the ramp, stops at the top of the ramp. All of a sudden, Jay's music hits. Walks out next to Jimmy. We get the quick Uso. We don't even get that. We get the quick Uso. You know, like they hug it out, and you know they're all good again. Then The Rock's music hits. The Rock stands next to Jimmy and Jay. Then all of a sudden, Roman's music hits. You've got now 4-on-4. They run down to the ring. They all start fighting. And in the midst of this, Cody is just lying limp in the ring. All of a sudden, somehow Solo gets back in the ring. Roman comes out of nowhere, spears Solo. Cody rolls over on Solo, pins Solo for the 1-2-3, and then that's the beginning now of the old bloodline versus the new bloodline, which then leads to Bad Blood, and then it leads to Survivor Series War Games. And then each team now, because remember, and War Games is a 5-on-5. WWE's already signed the other what's his name?
Fatu.
No.
Hikulea.
Yeah, Hukulea. I think that's how it's pronounced. They signed him.
Yeah.
He joins Solo's. Tongas. Yeah, he joins Solo's solo shit.
He's the other Tonga brother.
Yeah. They go out now. The other bloodline, the old bloodline goes out and grabs fucking Zilla. Now it's just a fucking Samoan free for all.
So I think
at War Games.
So I think it's gonna be the Tongas versus the Fatus. Think about it. There's 3 Tongas. When Zilla Fatu comes back, or he comes in, I don't think Jacob Fatu is gonna be like, "Oh, that I'm gonna join this team against my own blood. Like this is my cousin." Like,
yeah.
So I think Jacob jumped ship to the old bloodline. So I think the new bloodline is gonna be Solo and the 3 Tongas, and the Rock 5, and the old bloodline is gonna be Roman, the Usos, and the Fatus. 5-on-5.
Interesting.
And also, I was completely okay with you with the SummerSlam until you said The Rock. So my version of that would be Jimmy's music hits, Jay's music hit, they do a little thingy. Roman's music hits, They come out. Yes, it's 3-on-4, but you're forgetting that Cody's still in the ring. So Solo does not run out there. The Tongas and Jacob run out there, face Roman, all that. Solo goes to spike Cody. Cody gets that burst of adrenaline, dodges the spike, gets him in the crossroads, hits him with 3 crossroads, pins him and wins.
So you don't think we're going to get the Rock? You don't think we're going to get the Rock at SummerSlam?
If you go with introducing the old bloodline, no. If you go with just putting a pause on the old bloodline and just dominating Cody, yes, I think The Rock shows up. Okay. But I don't think The Rock turns on the new bloodline. I think The Rock's the leader of the new bloodline.
Secretly.
It was me, Austin. The entire time it was The Rock.
But we're in agreement that Cody's going to obviously
Cody
retain. But the big walk away is going to be the whole bloodline.
How the fuck it all breaks down from that. We know the ending. How we're going to get from the beginning to that point and then further, God knows. We know how it's going to end. We know Cody retains. That's about all I can confirm in this match.
So we basically agreed, just to recap, we basically agreed on every single match except for Bayley and Nia Jax.
We did it again. I tried to find an excuse or reason to disagree with you on every match.
Yeah.
And that's, again, the one match is going to make a difference is Bayley and Nia.
Yeah. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens. So I'm excited for SummerSlam. I can't wait. I think this is going to be a great pay-per-view. I think it has the possibilities to be pay-per-view of the year. Because of the line, because of the lineup, and because the lineup and the stories that can be told.
Yeah, Tony, the stories. You have MJF on your roster, and you can't do shit with that man. That man belongs on the E.
Make his way over eventually. They'll all make their way over eventually.
Watered down. Yeah, when Triple H buys that pissant company.
Yeah.
After whooping their ass in the ratings, we turn on to watch AEW, and it's Stephanie McMahon standing in the middle of the ring. I now own. It's Stephanie McMahon and Dana White.
No. There's a name on the contract.
It says McMahon.
There's a Levesque on the contract, but it's Stephanie.
Stephanie Levesque. Jesus Christ. It says on the contract, it says TKO, which is what we did to this piece of shit company. Knocked it the fuck out. Jesus Christ.
And then we'll get the new and then we'll get the
and I hate that because I want AEW.
But then the cool thing is that then we'll go back to the old school days where we get the whole invasion angle again. We get the AEW guys invading.
Yeah. Yeah, we get the Usos versus Scissor Me Daddy Ass.
Yeah, this is for the versus the Acclaim. FTR would be back, which would be great. I would like to see Darby. I'd like to see Darby in WWE.
We already had Jeff Hardy. We don't need another one. Plus, Darby's gonna die on Mount Everest. I'm sorry.
We would get Alistair. We would get Alistair Black back.
After he refused to sign that figure, I love Alistair Black, but after he refused to sign that figure, bro.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of.
We're gonna get another Dom and Buddy Matthews match, sister for wife.
Yeah, Rhea on a pole match.
All right.
So
Jesus Christ.
Well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up our SummerSlam prediction show. We hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you watch SummerSlam. Make sure you follow along with us, so you guys can join in all the hilarity that's going to assume when I three-peat and go from there.
I finish my story.
So, all right, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already, be sure to follow us on, subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. If you want to listen, Spotify, you want to watch YouTube and, Instagram for all that other good stuff. And guys, just remember, when your heel turn for life.
And if one of our old friends is no longer on YouTube, thank you for watching.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.